Welcome back, guys. I'm Gord, the Canadian Gamer, and we're gonna pick up where we left off yesterday. You would think I'd click resume, but I had another park open uh, after I did my video that was not my World's Fair park. So there we go. So I was watching the end of my video from yesterday, and it seems like near the end, the last 10, maybe 15 minutes, I lost the mic audio for the game. Like for me, I should say. Like the game audio's still there, but my audio seems to have disappeared. Uh, so I don't know what happened there, but I have a new headset that I'm bought today. Um, so I checked out all the levels and stuff before uh, I started recording, so everything should be good and sweet. I should be coming through loud and clear, and we should be able to record another great video. Thanks for all the views yesterday. I'm not gonna say the number, but well, you guys can see the number anyway. But for my channel, that's pretty good. Especially considering I hadn't put up a video in like 8 months. So, you know. So I'm going to leave this on normal speed. So we put in these rides near the end of the video yesterday. And sorry, that's a little loud. My ears near them. Have we started researching? Oh, okay. So yes, we did. So this should be, yeah. Choppers Creek, if you build the right configuration for that ride, can get you a lot of cash as well. Sleigh ride, okay, and pirate theming. Okay, so that's wonderful. So let's get some more research underway. Gentle spin cycles, so that's the teacups. I can never remember what that one is. Twists and spins. And what do we got here? Electrically powered. All aboard, that's a train. Fast water, that's the River Rapids ride. I want that in the park at some point. Is that straight up wooden? No. Well, we'll do that. And we'll pick off the scenery as well because I want to get those finished. So what do we got? So we have one of those in the park. We have one of those in the park. We might have one of those. So the only one I would consider putting in would be Wild Blue, but I don't really want that one. And we can put in. I have a log flume, a pre-built log flume here that I call Timberwolf. It's funny how far back I can get this. Okay. That's where it's gonna sit. Now, think I realized, yeah, after this is better with 6 rafts. Oh, right, they changed. So there are in this um, expansion and update, because I also bought the DLC, as I said yesterday. Um, Roller coasters and stuff. There are certain ones like where the operation modes can be. I think they call it lapped or looped. But anyway, it's for things where, especially the children's roller coasters, where they do more than one lap around the track. Um, so you would go typically in those kind of rides, you would run through the station house once without stopping, and right back up the lift and around again, and then you would stop the next time you hit the station. So I'm just testing this out to get its rating out, and then all right. So I want my funky wood color. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna. No, I hate that it changes that when I've already changed it to something else. And I want my angle snap on. Okay. Just wondering if I went a little too high, but no, that looks good. Yeah, I thought so. Damn. I'm making this too long. In the wrong way. Alright, now. Normally I would have made the path coming over here already, but alright. And then let's make our exit. Oh, wait, let's finish up the queue. Alright. Okay. Now. Alright, that worked out fine. Oh, I didn't need to keep running this. Well. Alright, well, and the price is $10. Alright, might as well just turn it on right now. And that goes to black for a water ride operator. So the water rides people. Okay, so when I didn't have the mic audio, like when I lost it yesterday, I was showing off that you could change the ride operator and the ride ticket booth person's uniform colors. And that's what I was going around and doing. So with my water ride operators, instead of wearing the red shirt, they get the blue shirt, and instead of the white visor, they get the blue visor. And then it's the same color pants, the white pants, the black belt, and black shoes. So the regular ride ticket booth person, say, they get the white visor, they get the red shirt, they get the black belt, which and shoes. That's one color. You can't make these two different colors, which kind of sucks. And the white shorts, right? And the operator in the ride, same deal. Okay? But for my water rides people, not that there's many of them, so I know it's a little hard to see because we're in the middle of the night. But they got the blue visor, the blue shirt, the white shorts, the black belt, and the black shoes. What is kind of shocking right now is the lack of people heading for it. But then I look at my my path here and I realize, oh, there aren't many people not in a lineup. So we're just going to speed this up because, as you can see, I'm actually floating around that 0 because it looks like Dragonfire must have broken down. Yes, it did, which kind of sapped all my money. Plus, I put in this ride, Timberwolf, which is, 3,100. What you're gonna see when eventually when I start doing the scenery and stuff for the rides is I don't really build like themes. I build nature. So it's going to be surrounded by a lot of bushes and trees and stuff to make it look kind of like the park is in the middle of the forest type thing. I also don't mess around usually with the land, the terrain editor. Like I typically don't make like hills and stuff like that. I'm just very kind of boring that way. I'm more focused on like putting in the rides, building really cool roller coasters, that kind of thing. Do they think it's too expensive? Because it hasn't got all the... Yep, they do. Okay. Because I haven't got all the theming. Like, I haven't got this surrounded by nature and stuff. So, as I remember, they still think it's too expensive. This is the thing that sucks about Super Fast Forward. It's like impossible. To click on one of the guests and bring up this menu. Do they not have the money for it? Oh, they do. I wonder why they didn't go. Anyway. Well, I can put in some basics right now. Alright. Okay. I'll set the advertising. Oh no. I wish when you're replacing it here, where it says Timberwolf now said like front, and on the other side it said back, just so you wouldn't have to mess with it once you've laid it down. Like I didn't quite get the angle that that should be at. That looks better. All right. Okay. Well, we got people riding it now at least. And I'm starting to build up money for like scenery and stuff, which is good. So, oh, I do like this garbage can as well. All right, benches to kind of lead them over to the water ride a little bit. Whoops, I did not mean to take that away. Okay. Yeah, the benches are gonna do this weird thing where they're not gonna wanna sit exactly where I want them to because this corner's all strange. Oh, there we go. That'll work. It's... So as you see, the ones that I've given a star, if you click on the menu, favorites here, brings those up. Uh, you'll, if you watch my videos, you'll see me start to add a lot of stuff. Things like the railings inside the station houses that I'd like to put, because they're always buried deep in a menu and kind of difficult to find. I end up having to like use the search tool as it is, so that's going to be something that's going to go into my favorites menu, like right away. Oh, jeez. I really hate when my scenery doesn't quite work out the way I want it to, but what can I do? Alright, there we go. Alright, so I'm gonna do lights. Well, and I'm gonna take the super fast forward off. I'm gonna favor some of the lights I use a lot. Those just don't. Oh, I like those a lot. Catch that guy! See, our cop's chasing somebody. Yeah, got him! Busted! I do like that one. Those I use a lot. 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 And these. So now I'm gonna go back to my favorites menu, and as you can see, it's already growing very quickly. So what I want to do is this side where I've already got the benches and stuff put down. I want to light it while we're at nighttime. What the heck? Oh, that's what's going on. So yeah, the align to surface was on, which I didn't want. At least that lamp placed properly. Alright. Now I can start working on the other side. I do like this. Like, having the things that I use quite often right at my fingertips. Oh, these ones want to line up. I did not expect that. So you are going to need to move. There. Alright. See, this side of the path is going wonderful. They're all lining up the way I like, nice and tight. Uniform. Just wonderful. Whoops. We're definitely gonna have to put like bathrooms and some vending machines down this path. This is a decent walk. Holy jeez, like this is a decent walk. This is a lot of benches. Alright. Alright. Line up the lights with the garbage cans. So we're getting, you know, there's at least some well, it's functional, but there's some scenery in my park. It's not meant to attract guests in any way, shape, or form. It's meant to give them a place to sit and eat. But, alright. So, here's the spot that didn't line up the way I wanted it to anyways. So let's go to shops and facilities. And custom. So, like, yeah, bathrooms are gonna go in my favorite list. That's not Chief Beef anymore, so Chief Beef's going in my favorite list. Cosmic Cow's not my favorite. I'm more of a... We don't have that yet. I'm more of a Gulpy brand person. Oh, but under... that's not really a favorite, so I'm not gonna put it in my favorites list yet. Alright, so we need a bathroom. Alright, that looks kind of lined up. Okay, and then let's just give them I don't want hot dog squad. Where is Chief Beef? There it is. So let's give them a Chief Beef.
Tasty.
And then, because we only have the Cosmic Cow, we give them the Cosmic Cow. Cosmic Cow. We're just gonna slightly move this lamp because it's not quite where we want it. There we go. There we go. For the vending machines, I'm not gonna put anything. There we go. Not gonna put anything over them today. Because they're probably going to end up turning into actual shops or restaurants, maybe, because that's another new feature in the update is the ability to have restaurants, which work like the hotels, which I haven't messed around with a lot. I put a couple hotels in. It's interesting. That roof should definitely go in my favorites because I use it for everything. Alright. So that's done. Oh, no it's not. Well, I don't need to edit the building to add the sign and show. I forgot to put the... This is a favorite, that's a favorite. That's a favorite, and that's a favorite. Alright. Oh, this I do want aligned to surface. Alright. So, put up the bathroom. Whoops! Whoops! Alright. There we go. And alright. So there we go. So like this whole new area has lights and benches, a bathroom, food and drink. So, uh, I mean, people are going. It's just we don't have enough people in the park. Um, and I have pulled them in opposite directions. So like all, I think these are still considered new rides. Oh, it's an established one. Okay, so yeah, Test Flight's still considered new, and then Timberwolf is considered new. So, you know, between the like 650 some guests I have, they have to make a choice. Do I go left or right when I get there? So, and this is the newer ride, so it's the it might not have got like these AI are stuck in line for like 10, 15 minutes. So, all right. So I'm gonna start with some scenery for Timberwolf because honestly, it needs the scenery the most. I'm also gonna be favoriting some of my trees. So, yeah, like I saved this blueprint with its little station house that I built. So, you know, nothing special, just cute little station house. All right, say I have a line to circle. Okay, good. So we're just gonna hold the shift for a sec, so it makes it, and then start theming. Well, this is how I do quote theming for my parks. Mm-hmm. So, there is in the test um, results, there is a spot where um, it asks about rides, like it gives a ride scenery, whether it's like, you know, low, average, high, very high, and that affects, uh, you know, whether the guests want to not only just pay more, but ride your ride, especially when it's in the older stages of its life. If it's all like themed up, you probably won't experience a dip in ride attendance. So what's going to happen, and our original flat ride here is going to get some queue line uh, scenery just because of where it's positioned. I'm going to bury Timberwolf in forest, so like you can't really see the ride, and when you're on the ride, except for when you're up at the top of the lift, you can't really see the rest of the park. Now, there's going to be some irritating issues here because of the way and yes, it's my doing, built the queue path and then trees sorry, I should say shops right near the queue. Maybe we'll just put some really big, like, bushes. Yeah, those fit underneath the path, kinda. Oh, that one seems bigger. And that one's not big enough. Too big. Oh? There we go. So I kind of got saved from myself with it not letting me squeeze in that queue path right along where I'm placing the trees now. Alright. Trying to close this off in an authentic way where, like, the operator needs to be able to see the lift. Okay. Alright, for now, as far as the ride goes, that's... Oh, I should do lights first before I do... Alright, so, I want lights that are not in that list. I think we'll use the skulls, make this like a... Oh, I don't want to line the surface. There we go. Alright. There we go. Oh, and I gotta do the interior here. Okay, so that's my favorites here. Alright. The rest of the lighting for that, I'll worry about when it's nighttime and I can see better. Now I go back to... Really? Well, it seems our recents tool is not very good. Okay, and then back to the trees. Getting there. So this will technically, this will be our first themed out ride actually in this park. But like of the rides that we put in this park, this is the ride that really needs theming to be added to it. You know, the other ones not so much, but this is just like go up a hill, come down a hill, and splash. But yeah, it's some trees and stuff, and then it's a more pleasant, fun experience. I need the smaller one. Alright, now I admit, I typically don't use this tree, but... Alright. There's not much I can do about this little corner here because I've got the vending machines here, but whatever, that's fine. So, let's see, did our rating change much? Probably not. But here under the results tab, see, track scenery rating, like at least now it's average, not low. Like if you go to Dragon over here, it's gonna tell you, see, track scenery very low. See, so you know, at least average. That's accept like a big improvement, and the queue line scenery is 100%. So I can likely start charging $10 for this. But I'm going to leave it at 8, just cause I don't want to to misguess. I don't have an ATM, stuff like that. I don't want to misguess. Now see, Centrium, see, because of the scenery all over here, its queue line scenery is now at 100%. So that's going to help this. I can probably charge the like 550 price tag that it started with, especially considering I got the rating up over 3. I think that 3 is just some weird mark for it. But since that does have a long line, I'm gonna charge 550. See if that turns them off. I don't think it will. But then you got Dragon over here with 18%. And you got these two over here with like 13. 3! Woohoo! I'm not sure why this one gets so much, like why it gets 13. I was expecting more like this one's with like 3. But alright, so we got 5 in the oh, we got a lot of research done in the pocket. So, and we've been working on regular speed. Ooh. See, this is like an advanced version of the Scrambler. The only problem is they wrote Sizzler in the Scissor in the light. Sorry, Scissor in the lights on the ride, and even if you change the name, it doesn't change that name. So, not a good thing. It's cool looking, except that I don't want to call it that. I want the swings, but I think they're a family ride. The thing says swings on a wave or something like that. And I really want to get all this scenery finished. So we're gonna let that happen. So under the finance tab here, what do we got going on? So we pulled in 4 last month. That's not bad, especially considering the construction cost. Really, we pulled in like 7. Guests are up to 845, so that's not bad. It's time to start thinking about the entrance. And this is the thing with these wonderful advertising signs. See, when I build this entrance, each sign can have like 50 objects it advertises for. So my sign that says welcome also advertises every ride in the park. Alright. So, well, this is neat. I don't want to mess with that. It's the gate's color. Well, yellow is fine. No, that's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Alright. See, this is the thing. I don't have all the items researched, so... Oh, that's painted wood. Is this the stucco? Oh, I do like this. Oh, but I don't like that. That really sucks. Alright, so we're gonna use stucco. Alright. That's castle. I want stucco. Lime. Wow. Smooth concrete. Here we go. Oh. So that's not going to work the way I want it to, so those are gone. Alright. I was hoping to make this a little more kind of interesting, but it's simply just... It's just lime plaster. Nope, that's not the red spot. Alright. So my original thought was I was just gonna have like an arch and then it come like looping over and then to an arch there, but since they don't have the same thickness at the top, I don't like the way it would have looked. Alright, so lime plaster. Alright. Okay, that's that. So the next thing is lights. Align the surface. Alright. And then turn them the way I want them to point. And then boom. And boom. Boom. And boom. And just cause. Alright, so that's the lights. And let's go under it. I think they're under the miscellaneous. Oh, maybe not. Now, here's my question. See, they used to make rod signs. Like, this was way back in Alpha, and then they stopped. So we have these rod signs, but for, like, not even half the rods. Like, come on, guys. Make the rest of them. Here they are. This is what I'm looking for. That goes in the favorites. That goes in the favorites. These go in the favorites. Alright. And then under the walls, and the arches under the walls. No, I just want the 1 meter. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. I'm just raising up the height another meter. That's just for the sign that's going to be over these two middle gates. Just that's going to say like welcome and advertise like everything in the park. So I just want to give it like marquee spot here type thing. And as I said, I didn't need to leave my favorites. It's right there. I gotta get used to that, having that menu. Alright. Alright. So, a couple things with this one. Number one, that needs to be a bright red, not, there we go, there we go. Yeah, okay. And in all capitals, welcome. Oh, I really don't like how that looks. Or how that looks. Oh, I don't mind that. Okay. I don't mind that. So when setting this one now, I'm gonna, the one with the little plus here beside it means I can click multiple objects without having to hold down control. So I can add the more than one. So we're gonna advertise that, and we're gonna advertise that, and that, and that, and that. So see, these are all the things it's advertising. I click confirm, and boom, we're done that. So there we go. So Timberwolf got some nice theming, which helps. And as you can see, like the lineups, I know it looked ridiculous how long I made the lineup, but when you start to see, right? And the reason it has 6 flumes on it is it's literally like the people aren't waiting, really. Like, it's get on, dispatch, right? Next one pulls up, you guys get off and out the gate, right? Flush gate closed, flush gate open, get on. I don't know why she's all by herself, but whatever. Like, it's just, they're just waiting for people to get off so they can get on, and then they go. So that thing's just, and the lineup's huge. Now, granted, they can't put tons of people on each raft, so you know. Alright, so good, more scenery objects, which is always great. So 2 more of those, and that gets rid of that scenery tab under there. So big difference here. But I think Dragonfire and stuff had broken down for a bit in there. Too many guests are trying to use vending machine. Yeah. An active where? Okay. Just replace it. Dragonfire. That was a while ago. Wonder if I just need more security. But so there we go. Well, the don't need that open. I should put some posters on the back. So the entrance has its own building now, which I'm actually gonna get under scenery. No, it's under building. So we're gonna put on this one. And Gulpy, who's not in the park yet, but we're still advertising Gulpy. Alright. So at least there's a nice entrance building there. Some theming for it. You know, like your staff, the staff room also, see, they're like, this is not, like, this kind of sucks in terms of theming, because I've just put them in a small little building. But if I do theme that up more, it helps with whatever perk I believe you gave the staff, and they recover like energy and stuff like faster and whatnot. Like it makes the building work better basically. But for this, I haven't even put lights in the queue or anything yet. Mostly because we're just really not cranking in the money yet. I am very tempted to put in the $10. Yeah, because now they think it's a good value. So see, you had all that theming, and now I can charge the price I originally wanted to, that they said it was so expensive. So, alright. I'm happy with that. I really do have to, like, finish up lights and stuff in the queue pass. Alright, so as much as this is, I find doing scenery can be a very tedious task. Um, it is something that really, especially now after, dang it, after all the updates from the original launch, with the prestige and everything else, you can't. Well, I guess you can, but it's really foolish not to um, theme your queue. Well, put scenery in your queues to get that meter up to 100%. Because guests will pay more, and you'll get a bigger lineup for it. Um, and like get as much money out of the guests as you can. Because if you just leave it blank, like yeah, you can see like they're coming to Dragon. There's no problem with like that's not an issue, but um, if it has to compete with a bunch of rides that have like the queue pass at 100%, the queue pass scenery at 100%, and all of that, this ride will lose. Uh, if it's just bare, like it'll still probably have some guests. Um, but it won't be like a full train every time it's leaving, etc., etc. You know that kind of deal. So you kind of have to deal with doing some of this tedious work. It's not always bad. Sometimes you have a good idea and stuff, and then it's fun. But a lot of the times, it's like, oh, I've got to place all these lights along the queue path so it's lit, and I need to place trees for like 45 minutes because I need to um, get the ratings and like the people wanting to ride this ride. But the reward is, you know, not only do if you click in the thoughts and the guests will tell you like, oh, this is a cool looking ride. Not quite like that, but you know what I mean. Um, you'll make more money, which will make things easier. Because I don't like to play on the creative where you don't have to deal with money, simply because it's like, well, everything's just open. Like I can do anything I want, and that's fun for a time, but there's no challenge to it, Like I still have to think about like at the beginning when I put in the Centrium, which was kind of a mistake because it really didn't generate money right off the bat. Like I had to work at it and figure out why is this not making, like why are the guests not going to it, and they're not complaining about the price, so what's going on? And it seems to be if that thrill rating's below 3, the excitement rating, sorry, and they're just like nope. And maybe that's just because I have Dragonfire. Maybe that like makes them the guests that are in my park, like that's not enough of a thrill, so they're not going to pay for it. All right. Is that me? That's an ash. How big? No, it's too spread out. All right. Let's get to my sycamores. Now they're in a different spot now. Rarely do I use like the autumn colors, but I'm gonna favorite them because sometimes I might. All right. No, we want 3. Yeah, that's the one I want. Also, your park has a general scenery rating, like it's in here. See park scenery rating there. It says 82. So the other thing is once you do like get all your queue lines and stuff up to like 100% and whatnot. It does attract a lot more guests to the park. Um, on the alpha, basically what it would do is every ride you put in your park, it would just give you 200 guests. So, you know, if I had 5 rides, there was 1,000 guests in my park, right? So when I start looking at it and going like, oh, I have 5 rides in my park, but, you know, um, like right now, I have, what do I have? 5 rides in my park or 4? What we got? 5 rides, right? In the alpha, I would have 1,000 guests running around here. So we're 118, 17 guests uh, under where I think would be uh, kind of acceptable for the amount of rides that are in the park. However, none of them have theming till now. So, and like we're only getting to the second ride to have theming. But you'll see like that number's climbing. And the guest happiness also, which is here, is at plus 14% this month. So the, the tedious work is got its true benefits. And again, see the staff building sitting right there, right here. All this theming I'm doing really for Dragon is also going to affect that staff building. No, it's too close to the track. Now, I don't know if that's going to be enough for the queue line to be at 100. Oh, it is. Excellent. See? So there we go. And it's still very low for the track scenery. But this 100%, it's a good thing. And see, now we're, like, if we were in the alpha, we're like 103 guests short of where we'd be. And 3 rides still need theming. Oh, research is ready. Oh, so there's the teacups. Oh no, really, Rick? I think I might already have the teacups. Oh no, teacups is right there, stirred with a spoon, sorry. And those are going to be done in a day. See, so like you can see now, like Dragonfire is really starting to like draw the guests back into it again, because of the theming. See, like it's not like it just reopened; it's because of the theming, like all those trees. So. Alright, so that's those things. Oh, I like that. That's Tri-Storm. That 3-armed classic. That's a good thing. Like, all aboard, that's that. Yeah, all the roller coasters I have to research right now. Okay, yeah, I want Gulpy. That can go to 500, not 5,000. 500. 2. Not bad. Oh, broke down. See, there is truly room for a ride here. And then these two, they need to be finished as well. Wow, guys, the time for these videos just seems to fly by. I just looked at the time code. It's been an hour and 16 minutes. It just certainly did not feel like I've been playing this for an hour. But I mean, that's a lot of stuff done in this video. I mean, we added a new ride. We added Timberwolf here, and we themed it all up. We also added the building entrance here, and themed it all up with all the advertising of the rides and whatnot. Dragonfire's queue. We got the theming finished and the lights finished on that. I bet you the staff buildings. See, now it's at 76%. Before we were in the red, we skipped orange and we're right into the green now. I wish it was higher at like 100. But considering I wasn't working on theming it at all. I was just theming up the queue for Dragon. That's pretty good. And I don't know why it's number 2. It's number 1. We don't have any other staff buildings. So yeah, guys. Oh, right. And I did the colors. Did I do the colors for the operator at Timberwolf? Yes, I did. Okay. All right, guys. So, I'm Gord the Canadian Gamer, and that's where I'm gonna have to call it for this today's episode, my second in the World's Fair expansion and update. I'm gonna try and record another video again tomorrow and upload that as well, and just I'm gonna try and kind of be steady with this as hopefully work can get tiring and then this kind of doesn't get done. But anyways, so once again, I'm going to Canadian Gamer. If you liked my video, guys, please hit that like button to help me get more exposure to the rest of YouTube, especially now it's so hard. And subscribe so you get notifications when I upload new videos and whatnot. Also, I'm sure I've left the comments on, so leave any comments, suggestions, any other games you might want to see that I may own, so I have interest in streaming or whatnot. Stuff on the consoles I'll stream. I don't have capture, so I can't take it to my computer and then upload it. I have to live stream it. So, anyways, so thanks for coming out. I hope you enjoyed the videos, and I'll see you next time, guys.